Hello, I'm Helen Spaulding, Chair of the Lacey Library Board, and it's my pleasure today to introduce you to Holly Paxson, our new Lacey Timberland Library Manager. She's just arrived here from Arizona. So Holly, welcome to Lacey.
Thank you.
And why don't you tell us a little about yourself and some of your experience in libraries?
I have been working in libraries since I was 19 years old. I started as a shelver in my hometown of Lincoln, Nebraska. I really fell in love with the work and so continued working for the library part-time and then full-time while I was getting my undergraduate degree. I did that until 2001 when I got my master's in library science degree and got my first job managing a public library, also in Lincoln. Then I was hired by the Maricopa County Library District in Arizona, where I've spent the last 8 years prior to coming here to Lacey. One of the things I'm really proud of from my time in Arizona was helping to design, build, and operate a state-of-the-art 47,000 square foot library and parks and recreation facility. It was a very, very busy branch, and that experience gave me a lot of good background to go with working with my job here, running such a busy library as the Lacey Timberland branch.
What was it that really made you want to become a librarian?
The first time that I helped someone find a book out on the shelf that they really wanted to read, I was hooked on the work. I really enjoy helping people. It's good to like to read too, and I am a voracious reader, but it's more important to enjoy helping people find the things that they're looking for in the books that they enjoy. I really knew once I wanted to fall into that work that that's what I wanted to continue to do. And it's just so important with libraries. You can have all sorts of different people coming in and asking for assistance. And so working with lots of different kind of people is one of the things I like best about the job. It really made me want to stick with that and continue to do that work here.
So if other people wanted to become librarians, what would they need to do to be a librarian?
Well, a librarian is someone that has a master's in library science degree. However, there are many positions available at public libraries that don't require that degree. So my advice for someone interested in becoming a librarian is to do what I did. Start working part-time in one of the entry-level positions, perhaps as a shelver or someone working at the desk, while you're going to school getting your undergraduate degree, which can be in anything. My own degree is in geology and music. We all have a very varied background. Then, once you've decided that yes, this is the kind of career that you'd like to have working in libraries, you can get your master's in library science from an American Library Association accredited school. And when you've graduated with that, you not only have the degree, but also the work experience that can make it much better to find that kind of public library job you love, like a youth librarian or working the reference desk, or even managing a library like I do.
And I know public libraries have changed a lot since you became a librarian. What are some of the changes you've noticed the most?
Libraries more than ever are the centers and hubs of their communities, I think. We've become the place that people can come to regardless of what their needs are. We've become more guides to helping people find information rather than gatekeepers. We can help people find the resources they need to create a resume, to use an e-reader, to find the movie that they'd like to watch or the next great book in a series to read. We provide free public programs for all ages. And of course, we provide computers with internet access and Wi-Fi for folks to come in and use.
Well, let's talk about that information on the internet. Is there online information that people have access to in the library that they wouldn't really be able to find on their own?
Yes, we do. In addition to the library staff being able to guide folks as for the information they're searching for on the internet, the library also provides information available through online research sites or online databases that you can't find if you're just out browsing on the general internet. Yeah. The library pays for access to these, and they include things like magazine and newspaper article resources, travel resources, academic journals, movies, all sorts of downloadable resources that you can find that are not available if you're just out cruising on the internet without a library card. And of course, our library website, www.trl.org, also provides internet resources that library staff have found to be very helpful and useful for the community.
Great. And in addition to checking out books in the library, what are some of the other things that people can check out now in the library?
We have books on CD and tape, audiobooks that you can listen to. We have music CDs. We have DVDs, both informational and entertainment. We have TV series as well as feature films. We also have books in languages other than English. Our World Languages collection features sort of a mini library in many languages that are most used by non-native speakers in our community. Here at Lacey, our largest collections are those in Chinese, French, Japanese, Korean, and Spanish that folks can come and access. We also have a large collection of downloadable materials, MP3 audiobooks and music, ebooks of course, even some movies that you can download from our website to use on your computer or your device, all free with your library card.
Wow, you can check all those things out. How do you get a library card?
Visit any Timberland Regional Library branch, bring your picture ID, and if it doesn't have your current address, bring along something additional that does. A piece of mail or a bill would be fine. If a child would like to get a card they're not 17 yet, just come along with their parents and we can use parents' ID to sign them up for a card. That will get them a library card that has access to be able to check out up to 50 items at a time from any of our 27 branches, and most things check out for 3 weeks at a time. The only exception are feature films, which have a 1-week checkout.
Am I able to look up online whether a book's available or not? And if it's not available, what should I do?
You certainly can. Our library catalog is available either from home through our website, which is again www.trl.org, or from here in the library when you're visiting. With our catalog, you have access to search over 1.3 million items in our Timberland Library collection, and again at 27 branches in 5 counties. If you're here in the library and wish to find something on the shelf, use the catalog and it'll direct you either to our nonfiction or true and accurate information section, where our materials are organized by subject using the Dewey Decimal System, or to our fiction side of the library, novels, stories that are arranged alphabetically according to the author who wrote them. If you'd like something that's not available in the library, it's either not at this branch or it's checked out, either through our website, over the phone, or in person with staff assisting, you can place a hold and request items from any of our other branches to be brought here, held for 10 days to give you time to come and pick it up, and then return it here when you're finished.
My husband loves that. He gets voicemail on our home phone that tells him the book has come in. He can come in and quickly check it out at self-checkout and be home to read it right away.
It's
he loves
a very
that.
convenient service.
And what if the title I want isn't in the Timberland collection? Even though that's over 1 million books, there are a lot of books in the world.
There absolutely are. And it's wonderful because we have a service called Interlibrary Loan service that allows us to borrow materials from other library systems anywhere in North America so that we can get a hold of an item that we don't own. You can have up to 5 interlibrary loan requests at one time, and we can bring it in from, again, any of those other libraries. If it's an older book, a year or so or older, but if it's a newer book just published within the last year, then you may wish to tell library staff or go online through our website and request that we purchase it for our Timberland collection so that it's available for you to use.
Well, how many items do you check out every year?
Here at the Lacey Timberland branch, we checked out over 764,000 items last year, and it's looking like we'll check out even more this year.
I do see a lot of computers in the library. Who gets to use those?
I'm happy to report everyone gets to use computers here in the library. If you would like access to one of our computers that are available behind us, you do need a library card to use that. However, you can get a regular library card, as we mentioned earlier, or if you are a visitor or out of our service area, you can, at no charge, get an internet use only library card that would allow you to use our computers here. You may sign up for an hour at a time a day with a little extra time if needed, and get some free printing as well. And of course, we also have free Wi-Fi. You don't even have to have a library card to access our Wi-Fi network here at the library. Bring in your own laptop or device, and you can access the Wi-Fi from 9 in the morning to 9 at night, even after the library is closed from out in our parking lot. It's a pretty handy service.
And then what other services are available to people who can actually come to the library?
We offer programs for all ages, everything from story times up to small business help. And of course, library staff are available to act as guides in helping our customers use materials on the internet, use materials in the library, to work their way through those online resources that I mentioned that we provide. If they need, we also provide free tax forms and tax help for seniors and those who qualify during tax season, which can come in very handy. We also provide one-on-one technical assistance with using e-readers or devices that you might want to use with our library collection, as well as using the computers here in the library, whether you need help creating a resume for the first time, setting up an email account, or just seeing how to use some of our resources. The library also provides study areas, both for groups and quiet study areas that you can use, and anyone coming in, regardless of whether they have a card or not, can always use the materials here in the library. No charge, no problem.
What about people who can't actually physically visit the library? Can they use library services too?
They certainly can. We have through our website a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week library live chat service. So if they have internet access at home and they would like to speak to a librarian, have a question answered, get some ideas on what resources would be best to use, they can use our Ask a Librarian chat service and have their questions answered. They also, if they have internet access, can use our 24/7 online account access. So if they need to renew items, it's 10 o'clock at night, you just remembered that book was due tomorrow, you can go online to renew your items, to place requests, to see what might be in and available for you. You can also give us a call at our Central Reference Department at 704-INFO here in the Olympia area, or use our Telecirc service by phone. That number is 360-586-1599 to renew items or get your questions answered. Now, for those folks that can't physically visit the library at all and maybe don't have internet access but need some chance to get some books and other materials, we have a couple of different services available. We have our Connect boxes, which are great for our seniors and for our youth homes. One of the people that manage the senior living area or the youth group home will come and pick up a box of books and other materials and bring them back to the site for the people that reside there to use. We also have a books by mail service that anyone that's unable to physically visit the library can send in their application, get a library card through the mail, and then work with library staff to have books mailed directly to their home.
Well, I know as a mother how important it is to read every day, even to a newborn baby. And reading skills really help with math skills, critical thinking skills. What kinds of programs do you offer here for children and students?
For children, in the terms of early literacy support, we offer a variety of different story times available, from babies up to toddlers and preschoolers, where they can do crafts, sing songs, and listen to stories and get to work on some of those early literacy skills. We also provide craft programs for some of our older children. Like we have a neat Candyland program coming up that'll be sort of a Halloween celebration that lets kids use the library as part of their community. We offer book discussion groups for our youth and for our teens, like our Pizza and Paperbacks program for teens, where they come eat some pizza and share books that they love with other teens of their age.
Great idea.
A great chance to get the word out about great books there. And of course, our wonderful summer reading program each year, which is one of our most popular programs. During the summer, children ages birth all the way up to 18 earn prizes for reading over the summer and keeping those reading skills high. Now for students, we know how busy students are, especially with so many different demands on their time. Library staff for students that visit the library can be a great resource to help them explore internet or print resources for homework they might be doing, and to get to know how to use those online resources that are only available through the library with their library card. We can also provide good guidance for those best internet sites that might be helpful for them as they're using things here in the library. Let them find something as simple as a biography about a person that they're writing their first paper about, or information how to do a neat science project.
Great. And then are there other specials, programs, and services that you offer adults?
We certainly do. We provide many different author visits regularly throughout the year, featuring both local authors and best-selling authors nationally for folks to come and visit, mostly sponsored by our wonderful Friends group, which I'll tell you more about in a moment. We provide small business workshops for people interested in starting their own business. We have many different book discussion groups for adults through our Page Turners program. We offer tech help one-on-one with folks coming in with their devices or using the computer. We offer our adult winter reading program, which is an opportunity for adults to earn drawing prizes and get some neat incentives for reading over the winter, which will be starting up soon. And we hope to be starting some tech classes coming up in the spring as well.
Okay. How many people visit the library each year, either online or in person?
Here at the Lacey Timberland branch, we served over 272,000 people just this year, and the year's not over yet, so we expect that number to grow. We issued over 5,000 new cards just this year, and we've had over 500,000 different computer sessions used here at the library for people coming in and accessing the internet and just using the computers that they need to here. As for our online access, the Timberland Regional Library website had over 4 million hits in the past year alone. We're a very, very busy system.
I guess so. What kinds of questions do your reference librarians answer each day?
We answer everything under the sun. One of the nice things about coming to your library and asking questions is that libraries are ethically bound to treat your information with great respect and privacy. So if you have information that you need to find and you're just not sure where to turn, the library is a good place to do that. We do everything from recommend great books on tape that someone might like for a trip, to how to use our online databases if they're doing family history research for the first time, to recommending a book that will help them find the best dog breed for that new pet that they're getting for the family, how to find materials for a school report, even where to file for unemployment and family assistance services here in the community. Questions can be very simple, like what's the next book in this series, to very complicated. I'm reminded of the most difficult one I ever got to answer was someone who had a piano that they were purchasing from Japan, and it was held up in customs because they didn't have the species name of the mother of pearl oyster inlay on it.
Oh my goodness.
It took several different resources and some time, but we were able to find that information using the library's resources for them.
Goodness. Well, how does the library get funding to buy the books, the multimedia, the online resources, and to hire the trained staff that you have?
The Timberland Regional Library is a library district that was formed in 1968 with an agreement to serve 5 counties, the Grays Harbor, Mason, Pacific, Lewis, and Thurston counties, and provide library services for those residents in that area. We collect local property taxes from our service areas, and we also get some funding from timber revenue, which is why we're called Timberland. Now, for our community facilities, like the wonderful Lacey Library here, we partner with the city of Lacey or with other cities that we operate in. They provide the facilities and the maintenance, and we as Timberland Regional Library provide the staff, the books, the computers. It's a great partnership, and we're very fortunate to be working with the city of Lacey that gave us such a great facility as this, that's large, beautiful, has enough room for our collection, and was remodeled just last year.
That is great for us, and I'm glad our taxes are paying for things like that.
It's good. It's money well spent, I think.
It is. I've noticed that the library has book sales here. Can you tell me about those?
Certainly. The book sales that we have here at the Lacey Timberland branch are held by our wonderful Friends of the Lacey Library group. The books that are sold are from community donations. The community is very generous in that respect. And they're held every other month for incredibly reasonable prices. Many books are only about $1. We hold those book sales in order to fund programs and resources here at the library that the Friends provide for us.
And what upcoming programs do you want to be sure to bring to the community's attention?
Well, our adult winter reading program, as I mentioned, is starting up in January, and so I encourage adults that would like to do some reading during our gray, rainy days. This is a great time to do it and a chance to earn some neat drawing prizes by participating. We'll be starting up technical classes soon, and we will be having the Lacey Loves to Read program in late February featuring author Jennifer Holm, the author of the very popular Baby Mouse graphic novel series, as well as the Washington historical fiction book Our Only May Amelia.
In the future, how would we keep up on what the current events are if we're interested in knowing what's up now?
Visiting the library here at 500 College Street Southeast in Lacey is a great way to know what's upcoming, as well as giving us a call at 360-491-3860. And on our website, www.trl.org, you can visit the Lacey Library site and see all of the upcoming calendar of events that has all of our neat programs that are upcoming that are featured.
Wow, you've given me so much information. What's the one message you really want to leave with our viewers today?
Well, there's a couple of messages I'd like to leave. The first is I would like to encourage anyone that's interested in volunteering in the community to check out our Friends of the Lacey Library group. Membership allows us to fund all of the programs that we have here, and it's just a really neat, fun opportunity to work with people who consider libraries very important and to give back to the community. Membership with the Friends group also allows a little preview sale for the book sales that they have, so you get the first chance to see some of those neat materials that are on there. So I encourage anyone that's looking for volunteer opportunities. Our Friends group would love the help, and it's a great way to give back. Also, I want to remind everyone that libraries are more than just buildings. They're the people who use them, the people in our community, the people who work here and are so excited to serve the members that come in. We are here to help our community find entertainment, education, lifelong learning, to really fulfill any of those needs that our community has. So if you haven't been into the library for a while, I'd encourage you to come and visit us, make use of your tax-supported service, and see what your library can do for you.
Well, thanks so much, Holly, for sharing this. And I also want to encourage our viewers to visit the library, whether it's online or by telephone or in person. And welcome, Holly, yourself to Lacey.
Thank you.
Welcome, Holly.